Shalom, Israel, and I just want to stop by to encourage Brother Polite. To those who have to be viewing this video, as you know, there is a situation going on with Brother Polite online where his fans have posted a lot of videos regarding his situation. Is he going to jail or is he already in jail? Many of them have drawn their own conclusion of the situation. Well, as you know, there's two sides of a story. So I guess we'll just be waiting to see and hear his side. But I don't want to feed into the malicious gossip because that's not going to edify him or our people. And our people are known for humiliating our own people when we're caught up in a crime or some mischief. And if it's brought to the public's attention, we will rebel in that person's affliction. Pitiful black people we are, and I'm guilty too. So this time I'm going to take the time to pray for our Brother Polite and encourage him. He may have taken the wrong path, and it may have caused his reputation to be on the line. But as you know, those saying, you reap what you sow, right? So be careful not to judge him, because African Americans, we sin daily. We may have not committed a crime, but God, the Most High, sees how we conduct ourselves here on the earth, and He takes note of how we treat one another. Believe me, He does. Matthew 15 verse 24 says, "And he answered and said, For I am not sent but unto lost sheep of the house of Israel." When Christ came on the scene, Brother Polite, He was looking for the lost sheep. Why were the people known as lost sheep? Well, according to Jeremiah 50, Brother Polite, and verse 6 says, "For my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds led them astray and caused them to roar on mountains and valleys and hills. They have forgotten their resting place." The resting place that they left was Jerusalem. That's the place where He chose to establish His name as well as His people. 1 Kings 11 verse 36 says, "Unto His son will I leave him one tribe, so that my servant David may always have a light before me at Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen me to put my name there." So He left the tribe of Judah, which would be our ancestors, African Americans, right there at Jerusalem. And He left the elders in charge of His people. And what did they do? What did they turn around and do? Instead of taking care of His sheep, they oppressed His sheep. Many of our people couldn't live up to the laws and commandments that the Most High gave to Moses to give to the Levites, which were the priests at that time, and then deliver it to the elders. They were supposed to be taking care of us, but they looked down on us. It's no different today. Whenever we do something in a public church, many of us can get kicked out of a public church. And shunned if we do something in a public church. It's no different today. So if you know anything about the apostles' writings, Brother Polite, when Christ went to Jerusalem, He condemned the Pharisees just as well as they condemned Him too. But He came humble to the weak and vulnerable, which would be His sheep, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's why they were known as the lost sheep, because the elders led them astray. Always remember that, Brother Polite. Shalom. He was looking for you, and Matthew 15 verse 24 is still talking to you as well as your people today. Have a great day, sir.